guys, so long time no talk, so I am back with a new video. It is not really a back to school theme, but it does have to do with back to school. So today I wanted to sit down and talk to you about a few tips that I have for those of you who are in college. Now what I have to say I feel like would be really helpful. I'm working on my 4th year in college right now, so I'm kind of an OG right now, so I feel like I want to share with you guys a few things that I picked up to make my life a little bit easier. And may I mind you that these things I learned from doing the wrong thing at first or doing things the other way, and then I found easier ways later on. Yeah? So if you guys are interested in what I have to kind of talk about, then just keep on watching. Hopefully this is helpful in some way or another. I am hoping. So let's just get into it and you will be the decider of that. So I know I am not the first one to tell you how expensive college is. So my first mistake was buying my books from the bookstore. My first semester, oh let me tell you girl, those books were so expensive. They were almost $400 to $500 from buying them at the bookstore. And I learned really fast that I was not okay with that. Because A, I bought them for super expensive. And B, after the semester was done, they literally sat under my bed, because I didn't need them anymore. So they just sat there collecting dust, wasting space, and a waste of money. And of course, the solution to that would be sell your books back to the school, right? Except they only give you $5 for a book that you paid $50 for. So I feel like that is such a waste of money, and I don't know, I feel like I got ripped off. So as of now, the last 3 years of my college life, I have been renting my books, and the top 2 sites that I rent from is from Chegg and also Campus Book Rentals. I really like Campus Book Rentals because they give you a little package to put your books back in when you ship them back, so you don't have to look for a box. But I also like Chegg because it is a little bit cheaper. But overall, I feel like when you rent the books, it's just cheaper overall. So I feel like renting them is just a better way to go because you use them when you need them, you pay a much cheaper price, and when you are done with them, you give them back and they will not waste space under your bed. Because we need that space for our junk. So on the topic of textbooks, I know a lot of us are really forgetful. We have so many things we have to worry about. And when you forget your book when you are already at school, that's a big problem, especially for those of us who commute. My school is an hour away, so guess what? If I forget my book that day, I ain't getting it until the following day or when I go home. So that causes a lot of problems, especially when I need it. So the solution that I found to that is just keeping a crate in my trunk. That way when I am using my books at home, they're at home because my car is at home. Then when I'm at school, because I drove to school, the books will be in my trunk. And then basically if I forgot to bring my book to class, I can just run out to my car instead of running an hour back home to go get it, which is nearly impossible. So I feel like if you always have your books with you, that is if you drive, then it's a really good idea to just keep them in your trunk, and that way they will always be with you when you need them. Another thing that will suck your money out of your pockets and your bank accounts is food. You will not realize how hungry and how constantly you want to eat until you don't have food with you or you don't have a refrigerator near you. So I feel like when you eat on campus, it's so expensive. I spent like $10 a day and I ate the same thing every day. Like the only things that I liked on school campus was cheeseburgers. And that's not really that healthy, to be honest. So then I started going off of campus and going to McDonald's because I can order off the dollar menu. That was also not expensive. I wasted gas, and I also lost my parking spot when I got back to school. So all of those things kind of really just pissed me off, to be honest. So I now bring my lunch to school. I make my lunches in the mornings if I have time, or I will just pack my leftovers from the night before from dinner. But pretty much I just bring things from home that my parents buy, that my parents make, that I eat, and it will save you a lot of money, I promise you. So if you can bring lunch to school every day, I would suggest that you do so. And I just pack my lunch in a cute little lunch box that I found at Ross. It is so cute. It is Betsy Johnson, and I just love it so much. It makes me want to carry my lunch around. The next thing that I kind of want to talk about is really random, but when you're in college, you'll most likely work in groups with people, and your teachers will want you to communicate somehow. Emails, I don't really check my email that much, so I'm guessing my classmates can't really get a hold of me. Or the more convenient thing that you can do is give them your cell phone number, and that way you can reach each other really fast whenever you need to. That is great and all, but what if you give your phone number to a stalker? Didn't think about that, did you? So I suggest maybe downloading an app like Kick or something, and that way you're giving out a username that you can talk to your classmates and people you don't even know, rather than giving out your phone number if you're not comfortable. I feel like it's easier that way, just in case that you do have a stalker or somebody who will not leave you alone. It is on an app, and you can delete the app or you can block them, whereas if they have your phone number, you kind of have a problem. You have to change your phone number. So I kind of feel like that comes in handy if you do have to give out your numbers to classmates. I feel like you should always have a water bottle with you, or any container that you keep it in, because I feel like you need to stay hydrated while you're at school. It will help you concentrate better, and you'll realize if you don't drink water, you'll probably get really sleepy and you'll get dry mouth, and it's just really, really uncomfortable. You might be coughing in class and you're coughing have that ever happened to you? You coughed uncontrollably in class and you didn't have water and you're just like trying to hold in your cough because you don't want to disrupt the teacher? That has happened to me a few times. So I feel like if you always have water, it is an emergency thingy. Well, that probably didn't even make sense, but just bring your water so you can stay hydrated and drink it like healthy people do. Always have your phone charger at all times, just in case you are at school for long periods of time and you might need your phone. Well, actually, I'm telling you, you will need your phone just in case an emergency happens. Maybe you're driving home and you get a flat tire or something. It's good that you can get a hold of somebody, so make sure that your phone is charged before you drive home or walk home. And yeah, there's outlets literally everywhere. You can sit in the hallway and find an outlet and charge your phone. You can charge your phone in class if you're sitting next to a plug, or if you go to the library or something. So I recommend that you always bring your charger with you. So I also think that it is a must that you bring some headphones, just because on your breaks you might be really bored and have nothing to do. That way you can just pop it into your iPod or your phone and you can listen to music. You can listen to music while you walk from class to class, or on your breaks, or when you're walking from your car to your class, or vice versa. So I feel like music will just keep you busy while you're walking or doing anything. That is all that I can really think of. If I think of anything else by the time I'm editing this video, I will put it in the down bar. So be sure to check that out just in case I think of anything after I get done filming this video. If anybody else has any suggestions or tips that they've learned in their little college experience, then please feel free to share down below. I don't know, I didn't really have anything to film on. I already did my hair and makeup because I got home from school, so I thought I might as well just sit down and talk about something helpful about school. So anyway, I hope that it is, and I will see you guys later in my next video. And yeah, love you guys, bye.